your spiritual reading for July. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, we're going to be using the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. Okay, for spiritual growth, healing, and it's a guidance for living a unique and authentic life. Okay, so it's used for those 3 reasons. Digging deep within. Right. Okay, let's get in there, Pisces, and see what's going on with you. Okay, here we go. We have the 3 cards. The first card is What You Want Wants You. Very nice. Second card coming up is Diving for Light. Move down just a little. And the third card is Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live. Very beautiful cards. Okay, so diving right into this. First card you have is What You Want Wants You. I'm going to put this card up here. That way you guys can see the card while I'm explaining this card to you. So this card is pretty much representing, do you dare to believe what you want is also wanting you? So, do you think that that's true, right? Do you believe that the sacred purpose of the soul is doing exactly what you want it to do? Does it want what you want? Okay, so this card is letting you know that yet if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilt over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your own heart. Okay, this card says we often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others and not for us. Okay, so it just starts from one tiny little thread, which builds into a sweater of believing that we are not meant for great things in our life. So, and which is pretty much a lie. Okay, so this oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want, not the substitutions or make do's, but what you truly bring a sense of passion, playful purpose, and fulfillment to your life. Okay, so if you want to sing, sing. If you want to write, write. You want to dance, dance. You know, those type of things. Do what you want to do, and you will find that if you don't put any negative energy towards it, you're probably going to be able to do it. You know, I mean, let's not, get too unrealistic over here, but it's literally telling you that you are just as good as everybody else. Okay, so that's pretty much the card is letting you know. You work hard enough towards it, you can have it. Okay, so okay, here we go. So let's clarify on this card. And this card is pretty much, the area that this card is pretty much in is the guidance for the new life and creative awakening happening for you right now. And this is the guidance that you need to understand that what you want wants you. If you really want something, you can have that, okay? You just have to keep putting forth the effort and keep trying. Every time you push a foot back, you're just pulling yourself back from things that you don't want. Or every time you tell yourself that you don't deserve to make this kind of money, or you don't deserve to have that kind of car or whatever, but you work towards that, you can totally have that. Stop telling yourself that you can't. Put yourself on a pedestal. Love that. 3 of Pentacles, put yourself first. And that's the powerful 3 in me, right? There it is. Powerful 3 in me, right? You can say me, myself, and I, or you can, the powerful 3 in me is mind, body, and soul. Understanding that once you put the 3 together, you're going to have the yearnings and the cravings to become exactly what you want to become. knowing that you're going to have the self-satisfaction that you give yourself without any hesitant moments of thinking that you're not good enough for this or that. Even people, sometimes people even believe that they're not good enough for people. Like, that person's too good for me. He's too, too rich, too this, too that. Could that person actually like a person like me? There's all these hesitants. And sometimes you even find that when you find a person who, likes you, you're going to kind of scratch your head and be like, why me? I don't really believe that. Maybe they're messing with my head, because they're cool and I'm not that cool, and, kind of like the high school thing, right? Like, they're popular. Why would the football player want to date me? I'm in band or something, right? But that's just not the way it is. It's, they do. So recognize yourself as being valued, as being just as good as everybody else. It's pretty much what that card's letting you know. Because the universe wants you to have just as many things as everybody else does. You're no different deep down than anyone else. Okay? 10 of Pentacles. You can have the achievements you want once you get out of that negative energy. Being able to move forward within your growth, within your healing, and within the understanding of how good you are and how powerful you are. Okay, so very beautiful. Over here you have diving for light. So with the diving of light, or diving for light, excuse me, it's just pretty much making you understand, hey Pisces, how brave are you? You're diving for light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly, in that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. When you're not in the light and not understanding where you're coming from with the first card, because remember, they're all representing off the same, off of each other. That's what the reading does. So you have to go back to what you wants you, and then look, where do you need to go now, Pisces? If the universe wants what you want, and you need to recognize yourself, you need to dive for that light. Get out of that darkness. Come back to where the love is. Come back to yourself. Okay, so this card also speaks of a time when you are called into the darkness through life circumstances, situations, relationships, challenges, or inner struggles that defy clear understanding. The darkness might be a creative block, a sense of being into a void, or a feeling of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. So this is actually the card of what blocks you. This is what's blocking you from here. This is what the guidance wants you to have. This is what's blocking, and blinding. Yes, definitely blinding. Blocking and blinding you from knowing what you truly want and what you truly deserve to have. So you need to dive for the light. Come out of those deep waters, okay, and realize what's going on. So as soon as you start to feel depressed, start realizing who you really are. Do not go by what people speculate you to be. Stop listening to those who are negative. Those people don't know what they're talking about. Turn your head, turn your heart, turn your wheel, right? Think about who you really are. And I also want to encourage you to, when somebody speaks negative to you, take a moment and stop and look at that person for who they truly are. Are they really that awesome of a person to make you feel like that? Are they really that awesome? Because truly they're not. Okay? They may think that they're King Solomon, but I'm going to tell you what they are. Okay? King of nothing. Because when you speak down to people like that, they're only trying to prove themselves to be better than you. And they're trying to pick their own, their own arse up off the ground, right? To make themselves look better to maybe their friends, themselves, whatever their problem is. That's why people put you down, is to make themselves look better somehow. I don't understand that because it doesn't really work in my eyes. I think when I was a child, though, it did. Because, we've all gone through this one way or another. I think as I'm older now, I just see them as fools. So I think it's just because I've gotten past that. But you just have to understand, who are you to shame me? Who are you to make me look less than I am. Who are you to make me feel like I'm not good enough? Somebody has put you into that category. You did not do that. You did not do that on your own. That is taught behavior, learned behavior through words, nasty words from other people, bringing on this fear-based aggression. I'm just going to call it some kind of aggression. I call it aggression for mind, body, and soul, because they're actually making you believe that you can't do things that you really subconsciously and downright deep inside yourself really know you can, right? So through this guidance, it's going to let you understand that when you're feeling vulnerable around this, dive for that light. Dive for the light, right? Get deep down inside there and carry out that fear. Okay, and when you're carrying out that fear, you're carrying it out somewhere else, right? You're releasing it somewhere else. And that's what's very important here, is because this card came up, which we're going to get into next, is release the dark wound and let love live. So going to this light, you're actually going to release this. You're going to look at that. It's a fish. And we're talking about Pisces. Pisces, release the dark fish. Okay. You see how he's all bony? He's decaying. You know. So is the person who's telling you this. Yeah, so dive for that light. Okay, so that way you can start releasing that and bringing back. And man, this is another, look at all the water that we have going on for you, Pisces. Just very, diving for that light. This one also has water in it too, because this has a seashell. I didn't notice that until right now. I haven't really looked at these cards a whole lot. I mean, I have, but not really. They're new, and I really haven't really checked them out. But now that I'm really looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is definitely a water sign reading. Especially Pisces, because we're talking about going under the water. And I always say that's, it's kind of your hiding spot, go into that kind of dream place, to kind of hide out, find your, your own kingdom under the water, right? Going to that mermaid mode is what I call it, because it's kind of like a place where if I'm talking to you, I can't find you. Pisces, where are you? Why are you blocking me out, right? You become a wall for your own reasons. It's very healthy. So anyways, yes, so that's what I want you to do. When you go down into that kingdom of where you hide, instead of just hiding, I want you to start finding yourself and start releasing that darkness. Right. These readings are always so deep. I would say this is super deep reading, but all of them are so far that I've had. Yeah, and this is because of the Three of Cups upside down, because this is what's not making you feel good. The more that you hold on to this and you don't release it, the more you're never going to feel good. You're going to have a hard time healing, and you're going to have a hard time growing, because you're holding on to that like a cup. It's like you're keeping that cup full. It almost makes me feel like you keep it, that cup is like more like a thermos, and you're keeping it bottled up. Well, I want you to, take the thermos cap off and empty that all into the water, into the nothingness, right? Yes, because in the Three of Wands, you're going to have so many more decisions, and it's going to make you be able to look out on the horizon for this, what you want. Now being able to see past that negative energy. Yeah, and this will be able to make you manifest. This will bring manifestations to you, because now you can law and attract. You can, your prayers, and it's not like your prayers are never not heard. God hears all your prayers no matter what, the universe, whatever it is that you guys believe. But however it is, it's just that it brings your manifestations cleaner and clearer, with clearer communication, right? Exactly of what you want. Because remember, if you're not talking clear about what you want, and you're kind of back and forth with that energy, you're making the chariot like kind of go crazy, right? It's like, do you really want this or not? You know, because you're going to get into this thing of like, I really, really want this. And then all of a sudden the energy is going to be, I don't know if I really want that. It's, oh, but it's not that. It's not that I don't know if I really don't want that. It's actually, I don't think I can deserve that. I'm sorry, I almost said that backwards. It's that, I don't know if I deserve that. Maybe they can't give me that job because maybe I don't deserve to make $22 an hour. Maybe I'm only worth $17 an hour. No, God, no. Yeah, have the realizations to get out of your head because it's all mental. But like I said, some things put you there. So we're going to unblock that. Get through these blocks and have the realizations that I need to take off my blindfold and realize that I am just as good as everybody else. Okay, so we're going straight over here. We're going to release the dark wound and let love in. So that way you can definitely start this manifesting, start really understanding yourself, really getting to the things that you want without having any kind of wishy-washy energy going on. Okay, so releasing the dark wound and letting the love in is pretty much telling us, let's see what that says really fast. If you have decided you are not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you were giving anything or everything, you've got and ask for divine help, then the dark wound has you in its grasp. Okay. So pretty much this is just telling you need to have time, love, patience, and attention will reveal what you need. Don't give yourself so much judgment. Let the healing come. Okay, because actually what you're accepting is the acceptance of yourself, but what you need to do is reject what is not suited for you, pretty much is what this is telling you. So release that negative energy and let the healing process begin, because in seriousness, holding on to these things is like holding on to this fish. This fish has bones showing. It's not healthy. That fish itself needs healing. So whoever is telling you these horrible things obviously needs healing as well. We should probably pray for them too. Because obviously, by doing so, you've decided that you're not good enough or worthy enough to succeed before you were even giving any kind of, oh my gosh, like you didn't even try yet. That's what it's saying. You didn't even try it. You had already, because of this deep wound, you have already had it inside your mind before even trying. There was no reason to try because it wasn't good enough for you. Whatever the case may be. Everybody's case is going to be different. So you had already put it upon yourself. That's why it says what you want wants you. Yeah, because you've already made up your mind. You've already made up your mind that you are not good enough for what you really want, what you truly desire. And that's telling you let that wound go, because that is not true. Absolutely not true. Get rid of that dead fish. So let's see what it says. Yeah, it has many, many meanings, but that was the one that was for this reading, was like, wow, yeah, you've already got it in your mind before you even got there. Yeah, you've already demoted yourself down the ladder before. Look at that. 8 of Wands upside down, you guys. You've already demoted yourself down the ladder of life because they said so. Because they said that you didn't have any achievements. You've already got it in your head. You will never have 9 of Cups because I was told so. They told me there was no happiness for me. I would never be anybody. I'm telling you elsewhere. Now you're going to release this dead fish, release all of this, and you're going to say, I'm going to become the Page of Wands, getting back into this energy, this very taking action energy, this fire energy. You're going to put this fire underneath your butt, and you're going to tell yourself, I'm releasing this. I can look outward. I can travel. I can take the spiritual journey. I can let go of all of this and look at the places and the opportunities that I have. Look at me. That's exactly what I want you to say with the 3 of Pentacles sitting over here. Look at me. Look at me now. You don't even have to tell the world that. You just tell yourself that. Look at me now. They said I'd be nothing. Ha! But I've built my strength back. Taking a lot of fire energy over here. So, yeah. Really taking on that energy. Really looking out. Throwing that dead fish away. That's a stinky, rotten fish. Negative energy. Going over here, you're telling yourself, I have the self-confidence to do so. Whoever told me this, or however I learned this, or whatever it was that made me believe this is no longer true. Stepping into my, I'm going to step into my own Pisces energy, and then I'm going to take this fire energy and I'm really going to rock it, right? And I mean a rocket. You're going to rock it and rock it like a rocket man straight to the moon, right? And this is going to actually put you back, ooh, beautiful, into the King of Cups energy. This is going to get you balanced so that way when you find your divine light, when you come back from underneath the water, you're going to find yourself sitting on top of the water where you belong, with strength and confidence and knowing and perceiving exactly who you are, what you can do, and having the authority to do so over any energy or anybody who's telling you can't do this. Now your cup is filled the right way. Oh, yeah. Wow, and then you have another Pisces card coming out, the Hangman, just totally determined to know who you are and where you're going. Very beautiful reading here, Pisces. Okay, so yes, and that is exactly, you know, what is going on. And for those of you who it resonates with, you know, bless you on your journey. And until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.